As you walk along our Australian rainforest border towards the Calyx, our horticultural display centre featuring In Bloom, it's hard to miss these plants with their striking burgundy foliage. It's a species of Breynia and it comes from the Northern Territory. What's not to love about this plant? It's fast growing, it has this striking burgundy foliage all year, it's got a lovely gentle weeping habit, and it also has tiny delicate flowers that you really need to get up close to see, which are followed by quite ornamental red berries. So it's in a family called Phylanthaceae. The genus name is Breynia. This is sometimes called Breynia Ironstone range, sometimes called Sonura Ironstone range, but it comes from the Northern Territory and it's starting to become quite popular in cultivation. Because it flowers within the foliage, you can hedge it without losing the flowers and, more importantly, the ornamental berries that come afterwards. Now, although the flowers are tiny, like other members of this genus, they attract a particular type of moth. We call them generally leaf flower moths, and these are tiny. And they're specially evolved with these funny little feelers at the front of their bodies. And let's face it, they're not a hugely attractive moth, but those little feelers allow them to gather pollen from these flowers. They take them to another flower where they deposit the pollen on the female part of the flower, and then they lay their eggs near the ovules, which will eventually form into seeds. And those seeds provide food for the growing caterpillars. So we call this a mutualistic obligatory pollination strategy. So the plant and the moth benefit. There need to be some control factors so the caterpillars don't eat all of the seeds. And it does seem like perhaps the moths from the species of Breynia that grows locally here in Sydney are perhaps starting to pollinate this one that we've obviously cultivated here because it doesn't grow naturally in Sydney. But if you're looking for a striking feature plant or perhaps even a hedging plant for your garden, why not have a think about this Breynia, because it really does have this beautiful foliage all year round.